Welcome to the February 2nd, 2026 meeting of the Delaware County Stormwater Board. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Welcome, everybody, and please stand and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for that. Roll call, please.
Present.
Commissioner Henry.
Here.
Surveyor Ford.
Here.
Commissioner Frank.
Here. So approval of the of the January 5th meeting minutes. I'd accept the motion to table those minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of tabling signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose the same. Meeting minutes are tabled. Under old business, 12879 Stony Creek Lane project update.
Yeah, I met the DNR, Army Corps of Engineers, and IDEM out there a couple weeks ago. They said everything looked good. And they said as soon as the Division of Water signs off on it, we're good to go. Obviously, the tree jam's cleared up out there. This is just to stabilize the bank. So I'm waiting on DNR to get me the permit back, but it should be here this week, I assume.
Any questions or discussion? We'll leave that under old business. Second under old business is Orchard Street and Hickory Lane project update. Anybody have an update on that?
So we got a quote to fix the 2 point repairs that have been previously identified to be broken down. That quote is for $8,674 for those 2 locations. This is basically the next step to, once they replace those, they could camera it further and see if that outlet is still good or if there's more repairs needed further down. So not sure
You have
how
a
we want to proceed
recommendation?
with that. Well, my recommendation would be to approve this amount, and then we can look and see about getting that scheduled. This also includes the asphalt work. We may or may not be able to do that ourselves cheaper, but if it gets approved and then we decide to do it in-house, if we're able to, that would just make this amount less. Unless you'd like me to get a quote without that and then proceed with that.
Any discussion?
I think we need to get it done. See what else is downstream. So I'd make a motion to approve those amounts.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor of approving Cooley to perform these point repairs, including paving up to $8,574, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those against? Any abstentions? That work's approved, so you can kick
Okay.
Cooley off.
I do want to let you know that I did talk to Cooley just a few minutes ago in the hallway. This will allow them to get to Tom's plan. This will get them to where they need to be to finish what Tom had started. There's a little confusion on that, so I called him a while ago. So I will let you know that will tie him in.
Appreciate the update.
Good.
Ken Drive, any update on Ken Drive?
So yeah, on Ken Drive, I'm waiting till the weather breaks and get with Tom's contractor that he uses. So I did go out there and I found out that there is another buried line out of a basement. It's going to be a 2-inch plastic, which is nothing we would tie into or anything like that. We will make sure we do not hit that. So I've not been able to get in touch with those people yet, but I'm thinking with talking to that contractor, maybe that we can go out around that tree instead of taking the tree down. Once we get to the back of that, we ran into a little bit of a problem where there is a woods. It's just it's not huge trees, but there's going to be a lot of roots and everything. So it's definitely not going to be an open swell. I did talk to the neighbor that would be to the left or would be to the east. He did say that if we needed to go through his yard, we could. So I'm staying in contact with him, but I'm waiting on the weather to break to get with him, with his contractor he uses, and try to get a quote on that to go all the way to the creek.
I went out there and walked out with Tommy. It's going to be a job.
Yeah, it's going to be a way bigger job than what I thought it was going
Yeah,
to
it's
be. I thought
not.
it was going to be pretty simple, and it's
not.
not going to be.
Mm-mm.
And for me to even go in and put the catch basin in, that would be crazy now, because we don't even know what our height is going to be and how deep we're going to have to be. You know, it would be silly to do that now, but yeah, it's a lot bigger job than what
It's going to
I
be a decent run.
Does it-
If they go through the woods, it's going to be expensive.
So like I said, I did get clearance from the guy next. I think we can cut across. We just got to be really careful that we did not get into the other existing line. But yeah, Shannon's right. It's going to be a little more than what we thought.
Should,
There's actually, John, there's not an existing drain there. What it was, no, there's no, yeah, it was just a waterway had been in there at one time, and over the years, the trees have grown up and the yards have been filled in. So, like I said, when the weather breaks, I'll get him out there and get kind of a quote on going straight through versus going around. If that's what you all want to proceed with, on one for going straight through and one for going around, or just stick it straight through.
I'd do both.
Okay.
Going around the woods, I think they did like a corrugated 6-inch or something, if it's big enough.
Yeah,
don't even
I would
know.
say a 6-inch would be big enough.
But they might be able to go around it.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that we do not want to do is we do not want to put perforated in there, because we were really not worried about surface water, because the surface water should all be getting in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you could leave it surface for a while, but definitely through the woods part.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at on that. I can't answer that.
I wouldn't think so.
To me, didn't just like a thicket that had
Yeah.
grown up. It's kind of where they just let it get out of control and it's just grown up into a thicket.
does it stay wet though most of
No,
the year?
no, it's
Doesn't
going to
look
be
like it.
it's going to be the same height as the yards and everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
there's no difference in the elevation there, John.
Okay.
So the yard here and the thicket's just right on to the west of it. I guess that's the west. Yeah,
Okay, I just don't want you to
absolutely.
destroy a wetland if
But-
you
but-
don't look good in orange. Tom.
But we absolutely will check on that, because I do not want to wear orange.
Okay,
Thank you, John. I appreciate you bringing that up, though. We will double check on that.
Refresh my memory, how far from the road to the creek it is?
Shannon, was at 500 and some feet.
Uh,
If you remember right, when we got to the woods, I think it was 360 feet.
probably.
And I think it was like 500. Don't hold me to this, Sherry, but I think it's like 502 or 505 feet.
Can't remember. It's a good run. It'd be a good run for like
Yeah,
Any other discussion or questions?
Okay.
Appreciate that. We'll leave
Yeah.
that under old business.
Yep.
yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you, John, too.
Cowan Alley project update, the blind tee with Cooley.
So they have received, or the box is in for that project. It's cored, ready to go. They just have not had good weather to do it yet. So we're just waiting on weather at this point.
Appreciate that. We'll leave that under old business. The crypto mining park at Park 1 332, quick update there. I reported last meeting, the silt fence is down and they've mowed, so that looks better, but they still have some steel storage containers stored outside. Courtney Pruitt, Stormwater Compliance, asked them to remove those, so I've been working with Mr. Lynn to get those removed. I found a local contractor that does that kind of stuff. Mr. Lynn wants a couple of them moved inside and wants the others hauled away, so we're still working on that. We'll leave that under old business. Merrill Green, the 700 East, where the son-in-law did the backhoe work. Trying to remember what we were gonna do.
Yeah. So what we were going to do, we were going to make them do that themselves, or get a quote and make them pay that. I can't remember exactly which way, but did you guys receive any pictures, John or
Nope.
Danielle?
Nope, I have not.
I
Did you
don't
give me
believe we
pictures
have.
from Heather, wasn't it? When we were supposed to get some pictures from Heather?
He's got a copy printed off.
Okay.
So and I don't know how you three would like to proceed, or you four on this, but I don't know if we allow them to go back and fix it right, or if we, I don't know if they have the means to fix it back right, or we just get a contractor to come in and give us an estimate on it, because they're gonna have to pay for this.
I thought we were gonna send them a letter to tell them that this was in the
Yes.
works.
I just was waiting on the
Pictures.
photographs, and so.
Why don't we do this? I don't mind you guys drafting a letter, but why don't we get a quote to put it back?
Okay. At least get a quote, and then we have that.
We have that, and we could even make that part of the letter, saying this is what the contractor's gonna charge to put this back. So you either gotta pay to put it back, or you gotta put it back yourself, but you have to do,
Got to make
By-
the
you have
specs.
to, yeah,
Our
yeah, you
specs,
have to
yeah.
do it by our specs, by Dean's specs.
Yeah,
Do
Absolutely.
we want to put back as it was, or just put back to basically deal with what's coming in there, like modify what was there? I don't know what the fairest way to approach that is.
well, Dean, a little history is that it was his field that was blocking, all the corn stalks were blocking.
Hmm.
And so maybe it should have been enlarged years ago, but we
Well,
didn't.
Well, we cannot enlarge that unless
Right.
they own both sides of the road there, Sherry. I think
Yeah.
what he means is, I think there was a concrete structure there
Concrete.
where, do we require it to go back into concrete, or do we allow him to pull that concrete off, drop a culvert? Is that what you're saying? pretty much?
Basically, if there's an option that's moving forward, if we're gonna fix it anyway, fix it. I mean, obviously what was there was working okay. If we just want to go back with what that was, we'll make the quote for putting it back exactly how it was before we tore it up. Or we can find something different to do and.
If we can, my opinion is, if we can find something different to do that works, I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
And then,
But-
and then give them
An option, the
an
option.
Yeah, they
option.
need, they need to fix it.
Probably the option there would be, since it's being a box, and I don't know the size of it, do you know, Dean?
Slightest clue.
Is to find a squash pipe or something that's equivalent to, say, has the same flow, which could be hard to do, but we could try to figure that out. I got conversion charts, and Dean could do that too. So we can convert that over, make sure everything's gonna be okay. I mean, I would be okay too if they tear the box completely out and put a culvert back in, I mean, it's gonna do the same thing.
So we're gonna write a very simple spec, provide it to the Greens, ask them to get that, tell them we want them to restore it to that, and then we're gonna get estimates to do the same thing.
Yes, that's what I'm
Okay.
gonna work on.
All right. Any other discussion or updates?
Yeah. I just would like, Heather had been in on this, and so
Yeah,
she has a lot of say in what
yeah,
took place.
yeah, absolutely. I know.
We also talked about, under old business in the last meeting, we talked about log jams at 900 West and White River, north of Daleville. I think that we determined that was Bridge 123. I don't know if anybody has taken a look at that.
Yeah, well, basically, I sent a waterways inquiry to the DNR just to let them know that we're gonna do it. When I talked to them out there at Robert Young's, they said, go ahead and do that. Then I was gonna get a couple estimates for some of the guys that I use, but then we got all the snow and all those guys pushed snow and they got to use their fancy snow plows last week, so. This week I'll get a couple estimates, and get that removed, and then as soon as I get the DNR report back, which this is all online, it's pretty easy on the log jams.
So you'll take care of the
Yep, and
expense.
we'll have it, and then I'll get a couple quotes and I'll have them for you
Yeah.
at the next meeting. Like I said, this log jam's been out there for years, so it's not a,
That's been building up a couple years. hasn't
yeah.
it?
Okay. Anything else for old business that,
Further clarification on the logjam thing. So we actually talked to Flatland Resources in conjunction with Daleville. They have a canoe launch there. Flatland has done a little bit of work to put some basic plans together for removing the sandbar that's at that bridge, and then also the log jam piece of it. Part of their thinking is the sandbar is causing some of the log jam. You could also argue that the log jam is causing the sandbar, but they're wanting to, Daleville's wanting to put some money in as well to work to get that canoe launch restored as well. So we're looking into some of that, basically to see what it would cost, and then obviously how we would proceed from there.
Okay, appreciate it. Any other business either one of you would like to bring up?
So the one thing I was going to ask, and I kind of mentioned at the last meeting, was if we're looking for new projects, and if we are, I kind of thought of the one in DeSoto where the barrels are used as drainage, the 55-gallon drums. If we would want to go through and
Yeah.
replace some of those sections that are currently barricaded off. Like I say, not sure where we stand as far as new projects goes or the funding, but just wanted to ask that question because I can pursue getting some quotes and such.
Have you ever counted how many you think might be there?
No, I haven't got that far into it. I just wanted to take the step first to see if there's funding we're wanting to start using, if we want to pursue some additional projects.
That would be a good, about 5-6 years ago, the family that lives south of that church on the west side, they were having a flood down there. And Mr. Borchert, you took care of that.
Yeah, there's a,
Yeah. But,
because that ditch runs basically right behind there, and there was just some issue with getting from, basically from the road to the creek, and we fixed that.
yeah,
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
I think, it's gonna cost a lot of money out there, but you gotta start somewhere.
My thought as well. And then if there's other projects that we view as more important than that one, we can look at those first.
Yeah.
And like I say, obviously there's a priority list with any project, so
Do you know the road number?
not off the top of my
Okay.
head.
Just DeSoto, they're basically using 55-gallon barrels as culverts.
Yeah, I can give you a little more background on this. So for the last 20 plus years, we've went out there. It's Shannon, what is the back? It's going to be the back road of DeSoto. What is that back road? Can you think? I can't think of the name of it. So we replaced maybe 15 of them. The last time we replaced one, we were just putting corrugated plastic in there, just pieces in there. The last time we did it, we concreted it all up real nice, stepped to the left, and fell through. So we had to pull the next one out also, because at the end of it, it was rusted out. Of all the places that's got housing like that, that is absolutely the worst in Delaware County. It has been for years.
Now, when you say we replaced, so your culvert
Yeah.
crew did it?
Yeah, what we did was we would go in, maybe take 20 foot and take 2 or 3, whatever it was, of those barrels out, put them in, and just concrete back up to the barrels, because we didn't have the money to just go in there and rip all that out. You know, there's going to be a lot of expense there.
Gotcha.
DeSoto Street.
Okay, what is the one that's going to be? That's the one to the east,
Yeah.
and there's another road in there too. That should be to the east, Shannon.
Purdue. There's Purdue. There's Panther. Murphy.
Is one of those roads a really, I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. It's really narrow.
I don't know.
It's
They're
almost
all,
like an alley.
they're all kind of narrow.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to take a look at it and come back with a recommendation.
Yes, that's just wanted to kind of start looking at some of these for additional projects. Obviously, if other projects pop up that are needed now, this is kind of just a future planning piece.
Gotcha. Anything else you guys want to bring up?
No.
Mr. Borchers, anything you
I'm
want to bring
good,
up?
thank you.
Commissioner Henry?
Nope, I'm good. Thanks.
Commissioner Riggin?
I can't think of anything. Thank you.
How did the MS4 partner meeting go?
Those ladies do a very nice job, and it's been a few months ago since I've been there, but they didn't have any complaints with us, so they could come and share with us sometimes some of their concerns. You know,
Anything
I'm
else?
sure as president you'll enjoy visiting with.
Anything from the attorneys? We don't have a MS4 program update from Laura Boley or a stormwater management update from Courtney. Any new business? Claims, I think we have,
January.
I don't think anything changed, right? That, 9,297.50 we approved in our last meeting. Right?
Uh,
Or,
I don't think so. This was just last week at the end of the month.
Yeah, we didn't approve these.
we didn't approve
No.
these claims? Okay,
Because they were in,
okay. Any discussion over the claims? So the ending balance right now is $116,470.99.
Right.
And the current claims are $9,279.50. Any discussion?
No, I move we accept.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the claims. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose the same. Any abstentions? Claims are approved. Our next meeting will be March 2nd, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Any public comment?
Legal, can we not say after our meeting, commissioners meeting,
To give a time,
give a time?
sometimes we're early, sometimes we're late, so we have to.
Okay. So we could say maybe 10:15, or you want to leave it 10?
Right now, so we posted for the whole year, this meeting
Oh, yeah.
and the unsafe housing
Okay.
meeting. And we put out 10:30.
Okay.
We moved it up to 10:30.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Seeing no one interested in speaking from the public, I'd accept a motion to adjourn today's meeting.
So moved.
Second.
A motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, the same. Meeting adjourned.